Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to You Can Talk. Good to see you all tonight. Tonight, we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what we normally do. So I'm going to wait just a few minutes and allow people to come in so I can see who's all going to show up tonight. I'm hoping this will be a fun and engaging night for you all. Thank you all for being here. Truly, thank you. So I'll wait just a couple of minutes and see if anyone shows up. I see a few people popping in. Hello to you all. I appreciate you coming. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. It's going to be fun times tonight. I hope. Yes. Good to see you all. Tonight, we are going to be doing something a little different. You know that hey, Cindy, how are you? Good to see you, sis. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Yes. Okay, so you all know that I told you all this year that 2021 was going to be a little bit different. For me. Good morning, Unbroken, Sylvia Sunshine. Good to see you. Bless you. We will be listening while doing one of my daughter's hair. I know what that's about. I know what that is about. Oh my goodness. That's a couple of hours of an affair for me. So, hey, cousin Brenda, cousin Paul, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate y'all being here. I'll wait a few more minutes and see what's going on. In the meantime, I told you all that 2021 was going to be a little different. So last year in 2020 was really my first year coming on. I started in February putting out videos, and I kept things, pretty surface level and didn't go too deep into a lot of things. I wanted you all to get to know me, get to trust me and all that. So I tried to keep things pretty surface level. But this channel. Good. Hello, Nicole King. How are you? Good to see you. This channel is about, I titled it You Can Talk because the whole purpose of this channel is for you all to be able to learn how to talk your way to healthier relationships, right? I could sit here day after day, hour after hour, and talk with you about things that you should be doing, things you shouldn't be doing, but that's not really going to help you all really figure out how to change your words, how to change your tone, how to change your approach, all that, how to tame your tongue, all that. And that's why I'm here. So I wanted to do something a little different tonight. Hello, It's a Positive Lifestyle. Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Andrea, It's All Hot Air. Good to see you. Welcome in, sis. Good to see you. Thanks. Hello. How are you? Welcome, Nicole King. Good to see you. Thank y'all for coming in. I really appreciate y'all being here. I hope you all are going to enjoy tonight. I'm going to be doing something a little different. So like I said, I really want to dive deeper this year into you all's lives and also let you all see a little bit more about me and dive a little deeper into my life as well. So if we're going to improve our relationships, we have to work on it together. And so I know that we are on the internet and this is social media and all that. So we have to do things a little differently. And so I'm having to come up with creative ways to try to help you all get there, So that's my goal, is to help you all do that. That being said, tonight we're going to be doing this Who Said It Better episode, right? So I need some volunteers. I know many of you are shy and many of you are, maybe hesitant about coming on, and that's totally okay. If you are comfortable just sitting back and watching, I'm totally fine with that. But if you are in the space where you are ready to work on, figuring out how to do some things different, then be willing to come up tonight. I'll need about 2 to 10 volunteers. I have about 5 different topics that we're going to be discussing tonight. And thank you so much, Andrea. I appreciate you sharing me out. Thank you. That we'll be discussing tonight. And the goal of this session is I'm going to give those 2 people a scenario, and they'll have to come up with a response to the scenario. Okay. And then everyone in the chat will decide who said it better. Okay, so that's the gist of it. I'm going to give you a scenario. I have 5 different topics. I don't know if we'll get to all of them tonight because I don't really know how all this is going to go. So this is my first time trying it. So hopefully you all will be willing to participate. If not, it's totally okay. If you just want to stay in the chat, I'm perfectly comfortable with that. If you want to come up, that's fine. You don't have to show your face. I'm more interested in what you're saying than how you look. So if you're worried about how you look or whatever, it's okay. You don't have to show your face. So please say, hey, the positive pusher, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So I have 5 topics. The topic for this month, if you all remember, was transformation and transition. So all this month, I'm talking about, how we talk our way through transformation and transitions. And so that's why I wanted to do this tonight. I wanted to do something a little different that will help you all figure out how to sort of transform your words and transition your relationships from always having to have conversations that go left real quick and try to keep them where you can talk and have healthy conversations with the people that you're trying to talk to when we're having to talk about sensitive subjects. So like I said, I have 5 different topics for tonight, and I have 5 different scenarios, each related to, one is a work issue, one is a family issue, one is a relationship issue, one is an issue that we see with kids, and also one that we have seen in ministry. These are all real scenarios, okay? These are things that I have been through, or something very close to me, someone close to me, someone that I know has been through. These are very real topics. These are all very real instances. So I'm not trying to bring you all anything fabricated, okay? So that's what we're going to be talking tonight. That being said, I'm not going to waste any more time because, like I said, I don't know how long this is going to take. If I have 2 volunteers, I would appreciate, I'm going to put the link in the chat and you all can come up. And like I say, you don't have to show your face. If you just want to talk, it's fine. I'm more interested in your words than how you look anyway. Let me see who's here. I believe I spoke to just about everyone. Hey, Walker Family TV, good to see you. Welcome in. Andrea's going to come up. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. All right, so let me get my little invite thing going here. Okay, so let me close this. Control V. All right, so there's the link. So go ahead and, click on that link and 2 people, and I'll have up to 10 people tonight. If we get through all 5 of them, I'll have 10 people tonight. So we'll do the work issue, the family issue, the relationship issue, the child issue, or the ministry issue. So it's up to you all. Okay. And I'll let y'all pick what topic you want to do. You all can tell me what topic you want to do. So click the link. I hope you can see it. Let me know if you have any trouble. So Andrea's coming. I need one more person who's brave enough. I promise I won't embarrass you. I'm just going to have you all give the response. And then everyone in the chat will choose who did it, who said it better. And then we'll talk about, what was good about it, or what could be improved about it, or how we could have said it better. So that's the whole point of this. Okay. It's not to embarrass you. It's not to make anyone feel uncomfortable. It's really to help people understand how you can, change your words and change your approach and give you all something concrete that you can take away and use immediately in your relationships. Okay. Hey, Positive, you're going to pop up. Okay, fantastic. All right. So let me pull Andrea up here. All right. Hello, Andrea. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you good. Perfect.
Okay.
We'll wait on Positive here. She's going to pop up. And then I'll give you all the scenario. Hey, Minister Terrence, good to see you. Welcome. I appreciate you coming.
And the reason I decided to come up because I belong to Battle of the Sexes, and yes, sometimes I'm a little hot-headed, so I need help to not get emotional. So this has worked out perfect. So I'm gonna learn how to speak, and then I don't have to be getting over dramatic or over,
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, Positive. I see you.
Hey.
I see you.
Okay.
I hear you and I see you. Thank y'all for coming
Okay,
up. Thank y'all
awesome.
for being brave.
Oh, you're
I
welcome.
know that. So hopefully if y'all see how this goes, we'll have some other volunteers. If not, you all can stay up. It doesn't matter. So I'll let you all choose. Which one do you want to do? Do you all want to do the work issue? Do you want to do the family issue, the relationship issue, the child issue, or the ministry one? It's up to you.
The family issue.
You want to do the family issue. Okay. All right. So we're going to do the family issue.
Yeah, I'm good with whatever. We could do family. That's great.
Okay. All right. So we'll do family. All right. So here's the scenario. And like I said, guys, these are real scenarios that either I have been through or people I know have been through. All right. So you are one of 4 children with an aging parent. And though you have siblings, you are the only one that primarily takes care of that parent. And because you do it so well, the others don't necessarily feel the need to pitch in and help. However, your health is beginning to fail and you are worried that no one is going to come in and step up and help. How do you ask the others for help when you know they're always giving you excuses that they're too busy or they're just lazy? Okay.
So, this really happened to me.
Oh, awesome. Okay, perfect. So y'all need me to repeat it or y'all good?
I'm good.
You good? Okay, so that's our issue. We have the family. So Andrea, you're going to be number 1, and then Positive, you'll be number 2. So once I'm going to let each of you all go through what you'll say, and then I'll ask everyone in the chat to either give me a 1 or a 2. Hey, Harrison, how are you doing? Good to see you. Okay, so Andrea, how do you talk to your family? What are you going to say to your family members, those other 3 brothers and sisters or whoever they are, and ask them to step up and help?
Well, I would call a family meeting.
Okay, a family meeting. I like that.
I would call a family meeting and say, look, mom has 4 kids. I know I've been taking care of mom and my health is not as good in shape right now. So I'm going to need you guys to help me. And yes, I've been doing everything, but I need y'all to be a team player. And you are my siblings and mom just don't have 1 child. She has 4 children. So can we just split the work?
Okay, you can split the work. Good. All right. Is that okay? Positive. You want to go?
Okay. Let's see. I agree with her actually about calling a family meeting, everybody coming together. So all of us need to get together so there's no misconceptions as to, what's going on. And I would basically express to them, look, I'm going to take care of mom for, this amount of time. I really haven't asked because y'all basically haven't stepped up to the plate. I need y'all to step up to the plate. And, y'all need to come on in here and just, jump in and, help mom out because I'm not going to always be here to be able to help her. And I'm not doing my best, but I'm sacrificing, and you say that you love her. So show that, you know what I mean? So I'm going to need for y'all to step up to the plate and help mom out.
Okay. Fantastic. Y'all good? Okay. So everyone in the chat, Andrea, she gave her answer. If you like the way Andrea came at the conversation with her approach, put a 1 in the chat. If you are happy with or like the way Positive said it, just put a 2 in the chat. So all my chatters, those of you who are in the chat, give us a 1 or a 2. All right. And there's no right or wrong here. We're just going to talk about the different things that they said and their approach to it. All right. So 1 person, we got several 1s. We got a 2. We got another 2. We're not trying to hurt anybody's feelings here. It's not a win or lose thing. Okay. So don't feel bad.
Well, to me, I feel like too bad this didn't happen in real life because when I tried to have this meeting, it was a lot of cussing and fussing. So this didn't happen in real life.
I get it. And you're right, Andrea, because when you are fed up, and especially when it comes to family, our mouths tend to be a lot looser when we are dealing with family because we feel like they know us. We feel like they ought to know better. And we're more impatient. We're typically more impatient with our family than we are with the people with strangers a lot of times, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, our family sometimes will end up getting the worst of us instead of the best of us. So I definitely understand that, Andrea, and you're not alone in that. All right, so we got quite a few ones. We got a couple twos. It looks like everyone's about half and half really right now. So let's see. The Crew family says there also needs to be an immediate action plan. I'm gonna pull this up so y'all can see it, okay? There also needs to be an immediate action plan. Tell these siblings that you won't be available on certain days, so it starts here and now at the end of the meeting. Yes. I love that.
I like that too.
Mm-hmm. And so that's exactly what I want to talk about. So I think both of you, I love the family meeting. I think that's very important to talk to everybody together. A lot of times we will make probably the mistake of going to the one that we think might help and eliminate the others. But if you bring everybody together, I think that it creates a sense of unity and no one is feeling left out and everybody is learning the information at the same time. And I think that's important. Hey, Eve, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome. So I love the family meeting idea. I think that is awesome. I think, Andrea, you said that your health was failing and that you needed them to step up, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like that you said you needed them to step up. But one of the things that and I think Positive, you said that as well about them stepping up. What I like about that, and that is the truth, but here's the thing that's critical when you're talking to people and we're trying to get people to do stuff. Ask them, we need to ask them specifically what it is that they're able to do, okay? Because I can't do this. I like that, I think, who is it? The Crew family, you were like, it starts today, right? Because that's exactly what it needs to be. They need to know that this starts today because I can't do this anymore, and that's why I'm having this meeting. So try to get those family members to commit that day at that meeting what it is they can do, no matter how small. If it's picking up medication, if it's taking her to the doctor's appointment, if it's coming by 2 to 3 days a week to do whatever it is that they can do, if it's going to get the groceries, whatever it is, try to come up with the different things that you know you need help with. So Andrea and Positive, you want to let them know specifically what you need relief from, okay? And then put those things down and try to get those family members to sign up for that thing that day. So that way everyone is in the know of what needs to be done and they're committed to doing it that day. And so everyone's being held accountable because we're all in the room together and we're all going to be keeping each other held accountable. So I think that's real important to get people to commit to what it is they're going to do on what day and then hold them accountable. And then before that time comes, call and remind them, let them know, because this is a new thing, right? It's new. And we know when it's something new, the first thing that family member is going to say is, oh, I forgot, right? I forgot I was supposed to do that. Or, oh, this came up or whatever. This is solid, information, commitment that we committed to no matter what, because I have an appointment, right? Or I have whatever it is that you're doing. So try to get them to sign up for something that day and be committed to doing it. And then that first week or two, you're probably going to have to call them and say, hey, I just want to make sure that you're going to be able to do what it is you need to do tomorrow. Remind them so that there's no excuses as to why they can't show up and do what they committed to doing. Okay. Let me see what else people are saying in the chat. True Fan says, yes, everyone should be able to do something. Absolutely. Because a lot of family will give you some kind of excuse as to why they can't do anything, right? They will. Andrea, for instance, you said you had this scenario. Tell me a couple things that you dealt with when you with your family, when they wouldn't step in and help.
Okay. So my mother was, she had diabetes, so she got her leg amputated. So I have 7 sisters and brothers. Okay, so me and my sister, we know how to take care of older people because my sister work in a nursing home, and I take care of older people during the daytime. And so my brothers and my twin sister was acting like, well, you and Angie know how to do it. Y'all got this. And I was looking at them like, Mama got 7 kids. My brothers, they didn't have time. And so now I said I was nice right here on this live, but honey, I was cussing and fussing. Okay.
Yes. So, I understand. I understand.
So I told him, I said, look at here, I'm taking a day off, you know, and I'm saying I'm taking a day off. I'm a foster mom too, and I have 2 kids. I have 2 biological kids, and so I'm taking a day off. Somebody's gonna have to be here with mom. I don't care for a couple hours, all day, but I will not be here that day.
Right.
And that's how we ended up making a schedule for everybody. And then my dad, he it's the sense my mother was like dying, so he wasn't always there, as in the sense of trying to get the kids to help. So it took me and my older sister. It was like, this is what we're gonna do, and y'all ain't gonna argue with us. This is what we all gonna do.
Yeah.
So
that's good. So you brought some unity. I love that you made a schedule so that everyone knew what the schedule was. Everybody could see what the schedule was. That's critical. That's critical. I love that.
We had a big old chart of her medicine and her insulin shots, everything that she needed, and everything that she needed to be taken care of.
Yeah.
But it was hard trying to get all these, we all have different personalities. So it was hard trying to get everybody to get on the same accord.
Yeah, I agree. It is difficult. Yeah, we have different personalities. People have different things that they can tolerate too. That's another thing that I found. Some people are just not good with needles. They're not good with bodily fluids, different things such as that. And if you know that, just because the person is not willing to do what you necessarily want them to do, don't let them off the hook. Ask them what they can do.
Right.
Okay?
And that's
really.
That's what I was going to say too. I was thinking that when you were talking about, we'll be quick to say, I can't do that. But what can you do? Tell me what you can do out of all of these things. You choose something that you feel comfortable doing.
Yeah. So don't let family members off the hook just because they have kids or they have a job or they have this or they have that or whatever. Let them find something that they can commit to doing so that they're not off the hook. Go ahead.
And I told my brother, I said, well, just sit with mom for a couple hours. Sit with her while I go to school. I mean, you can do that. I mean, you ain't doing nothing. You can sit with her and hang out and watch TV while I go pick my kids up, because my kids go to school on the other side.
Yes, so, that's awesome. Yeah, even just coming and sitting with her. Like, even you can't do anything but come and chat with her for a little bit, for an hour or whatever. That's helpful, and that's relief off of you.
Yeah, so it was like pulling teeth with them. I was like, sit with her for a couple hours, and they was like really difficult until one day I was like, we need to call a family meeting, and I was in there cussing and fussing, and I was like, this you don't really see this side of me because I don't really hang out with them, but I'm like, you see this side because I'm getting frustrated and it's difficult. Nobody's not helping with mom.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Let's see. The Crew family says, I wouldn't let to forget. Let's see, after task assign. Yeah, don't let them forget. Assign a task. I would be taking the week off because I'm not well. So they would be doing all of everything that week. And when I'm back, I'm available on Mondays and Wednesdays only. I love that. You're being very specific. She's being very specific about what she can do and what she can no longer do. So that forces them to fill in. So the main thing, if you are the caretaker, if you are the one that's always, don't give in. If you know that you can't do something, don't compromise more than what you can do. So get those family members to sign up. And if the family members can't do it, another thing you can do is figure out, okay, we need to bring in some help because I can no longer do it. If you need to bring in help, how are we going to pay for this help? Or, who is the help going to be? It still needs to be a joint community process. Okay. So don't let them off the hook just because they may not be the ones that can step in and do the work. If we need to bring somebody else in, we need to make that decision right here and now as well. So that's another thing. Hello, Tiffany Chanel. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Brett's Worship Channel. Good to see you. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here. All right. So thank you, ladies. I hope everyone got enough good tips. So if I can get 2 more volunteers to pop up, I would appreciate you all, and I'll let you choose your issue. Okay. Do I have 2 more volunteers? If not, I'll keep these young ladies up. It's up to you all. Do I have another brave soul? You don't have to show your face. And I'll let you all pick the issue that we're going to discuss. I will be worshiping later, the Brett's worship channel. Okay. We'll check you out. We'll pop in and try to check you out. All right. Do I have any more brave volunteers? Let's see. True Fan says, it's amazing we have to fight with family about helping out. Yes, back in the day, everybody chipped in to help out. That is so true. That is so true. All right. Well, I don't see anyone raising their hands to volunteer. Oh, at 10 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Thanks for letting us know, Brett. All right. Okay. So ladies, are y'all okay with staying on?
Sure.
I'm okay.
Okay. All right. So we did the family issue. So you want to do the work issue, the relationship issue, the child, or the ministry. Okay. Nicole's coming up. I'll bring you up for the, go ahead and click on, let me throw the link up. I'm sorry. Let me do that. How about that?
I'll let Nicole come up, and then I'll go down, and if you need me to come back up, I will. That way you
okay. All right. Nicole, you want to click on that link? Okay, positive. Thank you. All right, Nicole, if you click on that link, you can come up, and then I'll let you and Andrea pick your issue. Oh, and the crew family is going to come too. Okay.
Okay, well, then in that case, I'll go down and let them come up.
All right, that's fine, no problem.
Okay.
All right, the crew family and Nicole King. Go ahead and pop up if y'all can. If you can click on the link, let me know if you can't see the link. Okay, I see you, Nicole.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. How are you? Welcome.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you being brave and popping on.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're just waiting on the crew family.
Okay.
How's everyone tonight? Okay, here we are. This is Let's Talk Marriage. Let me take True Fan off the screen. All right, thank you, ladies. So we had just did the family issue. So I'll let you two choose which one you want. You want to do the work issue? Do you want to do the relationship issue, the children issue, or the ministry issue?
I would say just throw one at us. I mean, all of them, are important in life. So hey, we'll go for whatever.
All right. Okay, so we'll do the work issue. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You have a new boss, and for whatever reason, that boss does not respect the work that you do. Okay. Or they don't respect you or the work that you do. However, you've been with the company for a while and you need this job. And so you're trying to work through your differences. However, one day they come to you and in a very disrespectful way, criticize your work in front of the other colleagues, and you have had enough. How do you respond?
Well, that's a hard one, isn't it? I would say it is very important, as you always talk about, and as we know as Christians, to be a light. So even though, and we're human, so, it's going to rise up in us, especially when there's an audience, it's easy to feel offended. But I think if we were role playing, I would ask the supervisor if I could please have a discussion with him or her. Mm-hmm. And there's actually a couple different ways that you could do it. But since I'm on the spot, I would ask maybe even in an email, send an email, asking if I could please schedule a time to, sit down and have a discussion with him or her. And then when we are face to face, I would, say, I noticed the other day that you provided some feedback in front of my colleagues, in the meeting. I really work hard and put a lot of effort into what I do. And my goal is to always make sure that I'm doing my work in the most excellent way. In order for us to have a good and maintain a good, positive working relationship, however, I am going to ask if there is something that you can see that you would like me to work on or reflect upon in order to improve. I would request that you please come directly to me and talk to me about those areas, because I am a reflective worker. I'm a reflective practitioner. I am always looking for ways to grow and improve. However, for me, in order for it to be well received, it would be more beneficial for you to have that conversation with me in a more private setting. And I will always take the time to sit back, reflect upon it, and look for ways that I can improve upon my practices and my work. But please know that everything that I intend to do to the best of my ability and with excellence.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Let's talk marriage. Oh, I'm not seeing your. Okay, let's talk marriage.
Yeah. It's the crew family. Remember, I have 2 channels, so it's me.
Yes. I remember it's you. I didn't know if you wanted me to use Let's Talk Marriage or the crew family. So,
to be honest, I didn't even realize I was coming up as Let's Talk Marriage until I came in. So it's fine.
Okay.
But anyway, she was really good. She really covered pretty much all grounds. But I think knowing the kind of person I am, Ruth, I would be telling you, you just publicly humiliated me. And I would publicly say to him, I am not pleased with the way you're speaking to me. Hence, I would like for us to speak privately. But he just publicly humiliated me, and that's just wrong. You don't publicly disrespect me. I'm sorry. And it's funny you should say this, and I should get this topic because I have had this encounter. So when you were talking on what I've done, but honestly, I would be letting him know you don't do that. And in the meeting, he needs to know that going forward, I'm not willing to accept this, because at the end of the day, I know that I need a job, yes, but I know I'm replaceable as well. And if you are so uncomfortable with me, let us part ways. But if you're willing to work with me, you need to understand that I am not going to go to certain, and of course, I'm going to try my best to give you excellent work. So you need to tell me here and now, how can I make my work better? So I need to hear from you what you are expecting of me. And I'm not going to be giving you anything less, since that's what you're paying me to do. Now, if I realize that what his expectation is not something that I can measure up to, then fine, we part ways. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm replaceable. I know that. I'm replaceable. But it's not that I don't want my job. I love my job. I want my job. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to allow you to make me feel any lesser than myself, because at the end of the day, you don't want me coming to work feeling like I don't have any self-worth, because you're not going to get excellent work from me. You want a worker who is happy to come to work, not someone who is sad coming in. You're not going to get the best out of me. He or she needs to understand that. So I would be giving it to him. I'm sorry, but he would need to get it.
Okay. All right. So we have 2 very different approaches to that conversation. So if everyone, if you can give me a 1, if you liked the way, I'm sorry. Oh, Nicole King. Yes, Nicole King said her approach that conversation, or put in a 2 if you're more in line with how the crew family approached that conversation. Okay, so a 1 or a 2, either way. There's no right or wrong. It's just different approaches. So which approach do you prefer? Okay. Hey, Levi, how are you? Good to see you. In the meantime, while you all are putting your responses, I'm going to pop a few of the comments up on the screen. Eve says, I would put that in writing along with having a meeting. It needs to be documented. Okay, that's a great idea. I agree. Andrea says, I was just a private meeting with the manager. Yeah, okay. I would just have a private meeting with the manager. Hey, Levi, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Yes, please thumbs up the live if you have not already. Thanks. Both good. Wish I could be so moving forward. Positive says, I've had an experience like this before with an executive, and I asked to speak with him in private. I let him know he could get his point across without speaking to me in the manner that he did. Absolutely. All right, so we got some ones and some twos. I'm seeing a few more twos. All right, so I think both approaches are great. I think the Crew family, your approach was definitely let's say more passionate and more like in the moment, like this is probably how I'm going to respond, right? Because you've offended me in a way that now I'm feeling a particular kind of way. Number two has a little more of your personality in it. I think number one, Nicole, your approach was a great approach for when you have calmed down a little bit. Usually when I've calmed down, I'm able to, get my thoughts together and think about how I'm going to approach the conversation. And what you said, Nicole, is probably exactly how I would have approached that conversation. This is what you said. This is what I heard you say. This is how it made me feel. This is how it offended me. What I love about what you said, Nicole, is that you gave your intention. My intention is never to do, half bad or half work, right? My intention is always to do my work in excellence, right? So that lets the boss know, because one of the things that I realize that a lot of managers and bosses and executives make the assumption that everyone at the job is trying to get out of doing their work, right? And that is not the case. And so when they come into a new situation, right, they come into a new space where they have new employees, they assume that everybody is there to get out of doing work. And that's not always the case. And so I love that you went to the manager and told them, hey, my intention is to do my work in excellence. I'm not here. You all are paying me for a job, and I'm not here to do anything less than what you all are paying me for, and to possibly do more, right? Because you love your job or you want to keep your job or whatever the situation is. So I love that you gave your intention. The Crew family, I love that you felt the need to say something publicly to him, right? You didn't let, or the her, because this could be a him or a her. So I don't want, anyone to feel like it's one or the, it could go either way. I love the Crew family that you felt the need to say something at that minute in front of the colleagues, because a lot of people would say, you gonna let him talk like that to you? Or you gonna let her, speak that way to you? Or don't let them disrespect you in that manner. And so you stepping up and saying something immediately is also, probably something that helps you to feel better. Like, I didn't let you get away with talking to me in any kind of way, but we do still need to have this conversation in private. So I love that you all both did that. Let me look at two, just has a little more personality. Let's see. Both were great, but two fits my personality. Okay. And then Positive says, I'm not sure what that is. BRB. 3 BRB.
Be right back.
I'm not sure.
I'll be right back.
Oh, be right back. Okay.
I'll be
okay. I'm not always great with those. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I think that both approaches were absolutely fine. I wouldn't necessarily, have any criticism about either approach. I think it's great to state your intention when you're talking with your superior. The other thing that I think you did great, Nicole, was that you, something you had said, I think I just lost my train of thought right now. But you stated your intention. You let them know. Oh, I know what you let them know what works for you and what doesn't. I think both of y'all kind of did that. Like, this approach, the way you approach me does not help me to respond. I don't receive that well. That was the word you used, if I remember correctly. You said, I don't receive that well. Or for you to let them know, I don't respond well to this type of, conversation. If you're yelling at me, if you're speaking in a condescending way to me, if you're disrespecting me, whatever it is, I don't respond well to that. So if you want me to be able to have a conversation with you, and you want me to be able to, you want us to be able to have this conversation and us to improve what we do, then it's better if you approach me in this way, or pull me into a private meeting and let's have this discussion. So I think that was excellent. Hey, East Media, good to see you. Welcome in. Good to see you. So yeah, let them know your intention. Let them know how you like to be, what works well for you, what doesn't work well for you, how you all like to be approached. And I think there was one more thing that I thought about that y'all said that was really good. How you like to be approached. Oh, and what is it that, you know, I'm open to help to finding out what it is you want me to improve upon. That's another critical thing. If we're not doing something if we're not doing something right versus we're just not doing something the way they would like for it to be done. That's two different things, you know. Maybe we need to explain our approach to the job or to the situation, because the boss may not understand why we do it the way we do it, and they just may not like the way we do it, even though we got it done, right? So, and then you can have the opportunity to explain. I understand that typically this is handled in this manner, or we take this approach to this particular type of situation, but I have found that particular approach does not work well because for these particular reasons. And that's why I've started doing this way. And this is where I have seen improvement with it. This is why it works better for me, or whatever the situation is. So you all can have that conversation as well. So I think these are all great critical things to bring to the table when you are talking with a superior. Okay. Are there any other thoughts in the chat? Nope. Is everyone good? Okay. Do I have any other volunteers? All right. So I need 2 more volunteers. Thank you, ladies. You all did phenomenal. I love both of those approaches.
Thank you so much, Ruth. That was fun. I love doing scenarios. So that was awesome.
Good. Okay. All right. So I need 2 more volunteers if I can. If not, I may ask some. I'm sorry. Let me hit the thing. How about that? There you go. So we still have our relationship issue, our child issue, and our ministry issue. And we are already at 9:12. I'm only going to be on here for about an hour. If I have another volunteer, if I have any men in the chat, this is not all in our female channel. Okay. So if there's any men still in the chat that want to pop in, Harrison says, give me 1 second. Okay. Please don't be shy. Like I say, you don't have to show your faces. I'm more interested in what y'all have to say than how you look. All right. Nicole says, oh, me again? Yeah, you can come up again if you want. That's fine. We'll try to squeeze 2 more in. All right. All right. Let me add Harrison here. Hey, Harrison, how are you?
I'm doing good, sis. How you feeling?
Good. I'm feeling great. Nicole says my live is behind. Oh, okay. Your live's behind. Okay. No worries. All right. Good to see you. Welcome. Congratulations to you also on your new nuptials. I'm so excited. I think it is so awesome. I love people who are, you've been married, you've been divorced, and now you're married again. You found love at a later age. And I think that is so difficult to do, and you were able to do it. So kudos to you and your wife. Congratulations. Best wishes.
Hey, Cynthia.
You all.
Yeah, it was, I mean, like I always, ask myself, it's so weird that a woman like her wasn't married yet, and a man didn't show himself worthy. And I'm like, me. Like I'm okay, but I'm fortunate. I think we both won in that situation.
Good for you. Good for you. Yes, I see lots of good men and women that just can't seem to find each other. So I'm happy that
I did a video yesterday about that. I made some young ladies upset with me.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw
I'm gonna talk to the
that.
guys too. I'm gonna come
Yeah, I
after
thought that was an interesting comment. I had to watch the replay. I wished I was in the live. I would have made a few comments, but
No, I'm trying to let my personality show, add some humor, but try to be as straightforward as I can be without being disrespectful.
yes, well, you
Yeah.
did it well. You did it well.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Suzanne.
So what?
Thank you.
All right. So do you all want to do the relationship issue, the child issue, or the ministry issue?
Ooh.
Be brave. Be brave.
I can let who's that in the panel too?
The Crew family.
The Crew family. What do you think? What would you like to do?
The Crew family, are you still with us?
I think you should do the relationship, and the reason being.
Okay. All right. This is a juicy one.
Right? Yes,
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah.
I think.
All right. Y'all ready for this? We'll do the relationship one.
So the reason.
All right.
Relationship is because you said.
All right. So here's the relationship issue, and Harrison, actually, I think this one might fit you well.
I hope so.
All right. So here we go.
Thank you, Nicole.
You are in a relationship, either dating or married, either one, and your significant other is extremely close to their mother.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. You want to be comfortable with it, but you're a little uncomfortable with the frequency and the unlimited openness of their relationship. So you want to set up some boundaries, okay? Because their relationship is starting to infringe upon you all's relationship. Express to us how you would tell them that you would like for the two of you to spend more time together alone rather than always having the mother around when you all are hanging out. And you would like to be able to keep some level of privacy to you all's relationship rather than everything always, being in the ear of the mother.
This is a marriage, right?
It's either.
Yeah.
It's either.
I'll speak to it from a husband.
Okay, you speak from a marriage perspective. That's perfectly
from
fine.
a marriage perspective. Well, I would definitely have to have a sit down with both. I'll probably talk with both of them, and as I talk with them, I'll share my heart. I'll share my appreciation for their relationship. I'll share that I love that they have a close relationship, and I want to continue to help foster that relationship. It's not easy for somebody who has had a close relationship with their mother for so long to sever that. So I would even say, and I'm willing to be as patient as I can be with this. But there has to come a time when she cleaves to her husband, and it's not allowing that for that to happen. And
so you're talking to the mother.
I'll talk to both. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking to both.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll say, and I'll tell her, and at this point, we need to develop a stronger relationship. And I'll be honest, and I'll say it in front of her, even stronger than the one you have with your mother right now.
Okay, so you're talking to the mother in front of the wife.
I'm talking to both of them together.
Okay.
Yeah, I would talk to both of them together because hopefully I would have had built a rapport with the mom where I can be open and honest about my feelings and what I think about it. And I would even put it on her, and I would ask, and honestly, it's just like in a conversation, I'm pretty sure that you would want your daughter to have a very close relationship with her husband. But sometimes for that to happen, Mom, I'll call her Mom just to sort of like butter up a little bit. Mom, you have to allow her the space to get to know her husband more and get close to her husband. And I'm not trying to pull her away from you. However, as her husband, our relationship has to take priority. And it's not like we're trying to push you away, but we got to be able to have our own time. We have to be able to enjoy our own, time together, our privacy. And we can even, schedule some time where you can have undivided attention from her, maybe once a week or every other week where I don't even have to be there, but I really would like to have time with my wife, uninterrupted, private time, so that we can get closer together.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay. The Crew family, how would you respond?
Okay, so I loved one think he's her mom.
Okay, we can't hear you. Can you repeat what you were?
However,
I'm sorry, can you repeat what you said again?
Can you hear me?
In and out. No, we can't hear you. Can you repeat what you said for us, please? You were going in and out.
I'm saying that I said I would definitely call her mom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Am I clear now?
Do that butter up.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Definitely call her mom. She would be mom, yeah, and sweet. However, I would not have a conversation with her. Reason being, I took her on as a family, but we're not married. I am only speaking to him, my husband, since he's who I married. So he's gonna need to deal with the situation however best it suits him. But I know they have a very good relationship, which means he's not gonna be rude. He's not gonna treat her in ways disrespectful or to pull away too hard. He's gonna know how to pull away gently, but he will have to find a way how to do that.
Oh, she was getting good. It was getting good.
I know. I know. The crew family, if you can pop back up, it's fine. If not, I think you gave us enough that we can make some kind of decision. Put a 1 in the chat if you are in agreement with Harrison's approach. And put a 2 in the chat. Oh, here she is.
She's back.
Okay. The crew family, are you with us? Hello, the crew family?
Yeah, I am here.
Okay. Did you finish out everything you needed?
Can you hear me? I'm here.
Okay. Did you finish out everything you needed to say?
I'm so sorry about it.
Oh, it's okay. We know you're in Jamaica, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes, I am in Jamaica. Yes. So,
okay.
So I'm saying he would need to speak to her directly, but I would speak to him only. I would only speak to him, tell him how I feel, and let him rearrange the time that he spends with her and spend some with me. Because what he's saying is it's tricky. It's tricky. Her. No matter how loving you do it, it's tricky doing it without her feeling some type of way. Even if she seems fine in the moment, she might leave feeling some type of way. So you need to let the other individual deal with it. Just let them know how you feel. They respect your feelings, they respect your space, then they will know how to treat the situation. So over time, it becomes less in your face and more. You get more time, special one, your loved one, kind of a thing.
All right, man. Y'all brought up a lot of good points. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're in agreement with Harrison, or a 2 if you're in agreement with the crew family. And in the meantime, I will read a couple of these. Thanks says, both. This totally depends upon the variables of the parental relationship. I totally agree with you. Thanks. I so agree with that. Nicole says, I think it's a good idea to say that they can have scheduled, uninterrupted mother-daughter time. I love that too. I was absolutely going to bring that point up. And that gives them something to look forward to and lets her know that she is still valued. That is so true. I could not have said that any better, Nicole. I agree with you. Cindy says, Harrison responded as head of household. From a leadership perspective. Number 2 came from a perspective of the wife encouraging her husband to make a stand. Very good. I like that. Yeah, y'all notice the 2 very different approaches, and it would be a different approach versus if it was a man or a woman, a husband or a wife, for sure. So that is not probably unrealistic at all. Nicole says they could also maybe have a planned family time where the mother is also included. Some boundaries must definitely be set, though. Yeah. I agree. I totally agree with that. The mothers in any marriage, relationship, dating, whatever, are usually the primary factor in or the primary parent that's going to be involved in the marriage or in the relationship, whichever it is. Yeah. So we all feel, for the most part, if you have a healthy relationship with your mother, we all feel certain types of ways about our mother. And so it can be very sensitive how we speak to our spouse or the person that we're in relationship with when we're talking about their parent who they love so dearly. And whether we feel the same way about them or not. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. It just depends, right? However, Harrison, I think what you brought forth was absolutely true, that it is important for you all to have that bonding time, especially when you're first getting married, right? Because the mother often feels like I'm losing my child, right? They often feel that way, like I'm not going to get to do all the things. And so they're constantly testing to see how far they can get in, right? They're testing to see, okay, well, can I spend this much time? Can I spend that much time? Or I'm just going to try to continue as we were and then let them tell me I'm doing too much, right? Mothers they respond in all kinds of ways.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Harrison. You want to say something?
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I think it's like my position was trying to let the mom know that she's included in this conversation. And we are family. You know, regardless, like, you know, when I married your daughter, I took you on as my mother as well. And I just want you to know, Mom, that I value you. I want you around. But sometimes I just want me and my wife to just have our own time too. That's it.
Yeah, I think that it is important to let the parent know that they are still valued. And the Crew family, I love the way you also, coming from that wife approach, how you encouraged your husband and gave him the opportunity to talk to her, and not in a way that saying, well, you need to do this and you need to do that, but encouraging him to say, hey, I want to spend more time with you. I think another point is that because you gave your intention, I want to have time with you. I want us to be able to bond together. I want us to be able to get this sort of solidified. So you're letting them know, I'm not trying to push your mother away, right? I'm not trying to get rid of her. I value her as much as you do. I love her. I think she's important, whatever, but we need to spend time together. And so you approached him, your husband, in the way that lets him know, I love your mother, but I love you too. And I want to be able to spend more time with you. And you gave him the opportunity to speak.
I think, that's a good point. And I also think, even in my position, right? I think Cynthia was the one who mentioned about the head of household thing. It's still giving him that place of headship and saying, you know, I love you, and I'm glad that you have a relationship with your mom, but you're my husband, and she needs to know that. And so that's a good point. All right, so I have to go. But
okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you popping up. Yes, thanks. Says I agree. The leave and cleave, good, bad, indifferent. Yes, we're leaving, we're cleaving, and it's hard to leave and cleave when the mother is still, you know, fully present in the picture and in every aspect of the relationship. Cindy also says, what's funny though, is that when the mother thinks she's losing her son to another woman, it's more devastating than when the mother is sharing her daughter with a man. Interesting perspective, Cindy. I hadn't really thought about it that way. But you're right. There probably is somewhat of a difference. All right. Yes, Harrison. He says, I hope I added to this. You did. Thank you so much. Everyone did. You all did phenomenal. Were there any more points that anyone else wanted to bring up in the chat? The Crew family, thank you so much for coming up. I'm going to get ready to close us out. Can you hear me?
Thank you for right? Yes, I appreciate
you. Yes, thank you. Right. So we'll see you. All right. And then let's see, another note here. The movie Not Easily Broken comes to mind. That movie shows us that it is very important to address these feelings and not sweep them under the rug. Absolutely. I agree with you, Nicole. Yes, thank you all so much. Y'all did so well. This went so much better than I anticipated. I wasn't sure how you all would respond to it. So thank y'all for coming up and looking at these different scenarios and being willing to talk our way through them. The whole point of this channel, like I said, this channel is called You Can Talk. So it's not about me coming up here doing all the talking and you all doing all the listening and trying to figure out how you can incorporate what I'm saying into your lives. I want you all to be able to bring your scenarios to this platform and we have a way to talk through them. Okay. Let me see here. This is a little bit slow. Thanks says, this was so awesome. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you very much. You're so welcome. All right. We will be doing these again. I want to incorporate this sort of who said it better every month and moving forward. So that being said, if you all have a topic that you all would like for us to discuss, that is my email on the screen. You can talk healthier@gmail.com. Email your issue. I will not use your name or any personal information that you send me. If you just have a topic that you want to send, I will try to incorporate it into our next Who Said It Better discussion. Okay. I hope this was beneficial for you all. I've been wanting to do something like this. I was just trying to figure out how to incorporate it on a social media platform. So I hope it went over well. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's see. Nicole says, thank you, Ruth, for being a vessel. May God continue to bless your YouTube ministry. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate that so much. Yes, I'm here for you guys. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. So we'll be going, like I said, we'll be going a lot deeper this year, doing more stuff, and I'll be digging deeper into your lives, and I'll be sharing more of my life with you all as well this year. So expect to see more of this type of discussions. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and say a prayer and pray us out. I don't want to keep you all any longer. We have other YouTubers to go check out, and I appreciate your time, and I don't want to take up any more of it. All right. Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for this time that we have gathered together to learn more about how to improve our relationships. Thank you for the willingness of each and individual who came through tonight, wanting to improve their communication. Father, it's not easy to always look within and figure out where we need to do work and to be willing to step forward to do the work, to create the change that needs to happen. So I thank you for each and every individual who is here tonight, who is stepping up and saying, hey, Lord, please help me change my talk, change how I approach things. And I pray that each and every person picked up something that they could use tonight moving forward into their relationships, work, family, personal, whichever. Thank you. We love you, and just continue to bless this ministry. Bless each and every person in the chat, those who'll be watching the replay, and grow this ministry as you see fit. We love you. We thank you. And these things I ask in your son, Jesus' name. Amen. All right. So you all have a phenomenal night. I'll be back here on Monday morning for the ABCs of tongue types. We are actually going to be talking about the narcissist on Monday. So I do my Monday morning sessions at 5 a.m. Central Standard Time. I know that is way early for a lot of you. So I don't expect you all to be live in the chat necessarily, but if you're up, log on and chat. If not, catch the replay for me. I appreciate you watching. I could always use the watch time. All right, so we'll be talking about the narcissist on Monday. You all have a wonderful night. I will see you all next Saturday. I actually will have special guests coming on next Saturday, which I'm super excited about. We're still doing the transformation and transition, and this couple has been through a major life transition that I cannot wait to share with you all. So I will see you all next week sometime, and then hopefully back here next Saturday for another Talk to Ruth live session. Y'all take care and have a wonderful night. All right.